In the heart of West Africa, long before the world spoke of global trade or great kingdoms, an empire rose from the desert sands. It was an empire built on power, on knowledge, and above all, on gold. The Mali Empire, a name that carried weight across continents, a name that reached Europe, the Middle East, and North Africa, a name that once stood at the very center of the world's wealth. But something happened, something no one expected. As quickly as the Mali Empire rose, it began to fade. Its cities grew silent. Its leaders vanished from written history. And its gold, the gold that shaped legends, the gold that shook economies, seemed to disappear without a trace. So the question remains, what happened to Mali's wealth? Where did the rivers of gold go? Was it taken, hidden, lost? Or is there a deeper, darker secret buried beneath the desert sands? For centuries, scholars, explorers, and treasure hunters have searched for answers. Some follow old stories, some chase rumors. Others dig the earth, hoping to uncover clues long buried. Yet, the mystery continues. Today, a new clue has come to light. A weathered artifact, found in a forgotten corner of the Sahel. A small, carved object carrying strange symbols, symbols linked to the lost kings of Mali. For some, it is nothing more than an old piece of art. But to a trained eye, it is something far more important. A message from the past, a whisper from the empire's final days. This discovery has reopened a case long thought closed, a cold case that reaches back over 700 years. And now we follow the trail, a trail that may lead us to the truth, a trail that may reveal what really happened to the gold empire of Mali and why it vanished from the world. In the 13th century, a powerful leader arose from the plains of West Africa. His name was Sundiata Keita. He was a conqueror, a strategist, and a man of great vision. Sundiata brought many kingdoms together, ending years of conflict. From his leadership, a new empire was born, the Mali Empire. Under Sundiata, Mali became strong. It controlled important trade routes that connected West Africa to North Africa and beyond. Gold, salt, cloth, ivory, and countless goods flowed through its borders. But this was only the beginning. The true rise of Mali came a century later, under a man whose name still echoes across history, Mansa Musa. The world would one day call him the richest man who ever lived. Mansa Musa ruled Mali in the 14th century, and during his reign, the empire reached its greatest height. Its cities grew wealthy, its scholars became famous, its gold became legendary. In the year 1324, Mansa Musa made a journey that shocked the world, a pilgrimage to Mecca. But it was no ordinary journey. He traveled across the desert with a massive caravan. Thousands of people, servants, soldiers, officials, and most famously, tons of gold. As he passed through each city, he gave out gold freely. He gave it to the poor. He gave it to merchants. He gave it to rulers. He gave so much gold that the price of gold in the region dropped for years. Economies were shaken simply because he was generous. His arrival in Cairo became a story people repeated for generations. Crowds gathered to see the king of Mali. He brought so much wealth that people could not believe such a man existed. Everywhere he went, he spent gold, gifted gold, and displayed the glory of Mali. After his pilgrimage, Mansa Musa returned home with new ideas, new scholars, new builders, and new knowledge. Under his rule, the city of Timbuktu became a center of learning, trade, and culture. People from across Africa and beyond traveled to Mali hoping to study, trade, or serve under the great empire. Historians today still speak about the impact of Mali's wealth. Economists say Mansa Musa's journey changed the balance of trade in North Africa and the Middle East. His name appears in old maps and ancient records. Mali became so famous that European map makers placed a golden crown on his head and drew him on their maps as a symbol of Africa's power. The Mali Empire stood like a bright light in the medieval world. It was rich, it was respected, and it was feared. But even great empires rise and fall. Soon the strength that Mansa Musa built would be tested. Enemies would appear at Mali's borders, and inside the empire, cracks would begin to form. The story of Mali's gold was far from over, but the glory would not last forever. Mali's wealth did not come only from strong rulers or wise leaders. Its true power came from deep underground, from its gold mines, some of the richest and most productive mines the world had ever seen. These gold mines were the heart of the empire. For generations, they produced gold in huge amounts. Gold that filled the markets, gold that built cities, gold that brought traders from faraway lands. It was this gold that made Mali famous across continents. But gold, as bright as it looks, carries a darker side. Gold is powerful, and gold is dangerous. Inside the mines, life was hard. The air was thick. The tunnels were dark. Men, women, and even children worked for long hours. Some were free workers, some were forced laborers, and some were slaves captured from wars or bought from distant lands. The world loved Mali's gold, but for the people who mined it, the work brought fear, pain, and suffering. Many never returned to the surface. Many were buried in the same earth that held the gold they dug up. Gold brought wealth to the empire, but it also brought problems. It created greed. It created jealousy. It created enemies. Some workers rebelled. Some tried to escape the mines. Some groups even attacked mining sites hoping to steal gold for themselves. Small conflicts grew into larger tensions, adding pressure to an empire already struggling to stay united. But the true mystery lies in what happened to these mines as Mali began to fall. As enemies approached, as leaders fought one another, as the empire weakened, something strange took place. Some mines were suddenly abandoned. Some were sealed. Some simply vanished from the records. Why? Were the mines emptied? Were they too dangerous to defend? Did the rulers hide them on purpose? Or was the gold kept away to protect it from invaders? Even today, historians and explorers wonder if some of Mali's lost mines still exist, unopened and untouched, somewhere beneath the desert sands. If so, they may still hold huge amounts of gold, gold that has not seen the light of day for hundreds of years. The gold of Mali built an empire, but it may also be the key to its greatest mystery, the mystery of how a rich and powerful kingdom could fall so quickly, and where all that gold went when the empire disappeared. Mansa Musa's death in 1337 changed everything. The golden age of Mali began to fade. Without his strong leadership, the empire started to weaken. The rulers who came after him were not as powerful, not as wise, and not as united. Slowly, the foundations of the great empire began to crack. Inside the empire, trouble grew. Ambition rose in the hearts of men who wanted power for themselves. Generals, princes, chiefs, and nobles all fought for control. Some claimed they had the right to rule. Some believed they were chosen by destiny. The empire that once stood strong under one leader now broke into many competing groups. These groups fought one another. Small arguments turned into big conflicts. Conflicts turned into battles, and battles turned into civil war. As the fighting grew, the empire began to split apart. Loyal cities turned against the capital. Allies broke their promises. Leaders made secret deals. For the first time in generations, Mali was not longer united. During this chaos, something even more dangerous happened.
Whispers of betrayal. Whispers of fear. Whispers that the empire's gold, the gold that made Mali great, was no longer safe. Some said the gold was being stolen. Others claimed enemies were planning to seize it. And some believed the gold had already disappeared into secret hiding places. As invaders approached from outside and rebels rose from within, the fear grew stronger. What if the gold fell into the wrong hands? What if Mali's greatest treasure was taken by those who wished to destroy the empire? These fears led to desperate actions. Some say the royal family ordered the gold to be moved. Others believe trusted guards hid it deep in the desert. A few stories even claim the mines themselves were sealed by force to keep the gold safe from everyone, friends and enemies alike. No one knows for sure, but the idea remains. As the empire collapsed, its leaders may have hidden the gold intentionally. Hidden it not only to protect it, but perhaps as part of a larger, secret plan. Was this plan about survival, about loyalty, or about power? The fall of Mali was not simple. It was not only war. It was not only weak rulers. It may have involved hidden decisions, secret movements, and choices made out of fear. Some researchers today believe that Mali's collapse had a hidden agenda, that during the civil war, enormous amounts of gold were quietly taken away from the empire's centers, taken before enemies arrived, taken before the empire fell apart. If true, it means that somewhere, far from the reach of history, Mali's gold may still be waiting, hidden, protected, lost to time, but not lost forever. The mystery deepens, and the story of Mali's fall becomes more than history. It becomes a puzzle still unsolved. As the Mali Empire weakened, so did its control over its greatest treasure. The gold that once flowed through its cities became harder to protect. Enemies approached, borders collapsed, and the empire lost the power it once had. But the biggest question remains: where did the gold go? Was it taken? Was it hidden? Or did it simply disappear into the sands of time? Historians and explorers have debated this mystery for centuries. And today, we look at the most well-known theories. One theory says the royal family hid the gold in secret places. As the empire fell apart, they feared their enemies would capture everything. So, according to this idea, trusted guards moved the gold away from the cities. They buried it far from the reach of invaders. Only a few people knew the locations, and those people may have died without passing on the secret. Another theory says the gold was looted. As Mali weakened, powerful groups rose around it. The Songhai Empire, once a vassal state, became strong and hungry for control. Many believe the Songhai captured large amounts of Mali's gold as they took over key cities. Later, in 1591, Moroccan forces invaded the region with guns and modern weapons.
They defeated the remaining powers and took control of important trade routes. Some historians claim that the Moroccans stole vast treasures, including much of Mali's remaining gold. If true, the treasure may have been carried north, lost, or melted into new forms. A third theory is more mysterious. Some people believe the gold never left Mali at all. Instead, they say it was hidden so well that it became part of local legend. Stories passed down through generations speak of forgotten caves, underground chambers, and secret tunnels. Some Malianos claim their ancestors knew where the gold was buried, but the knowledge was lost or kept quiet to avoid danger. According to these stories, the gold still lies somewhere in the desert, silent, unseen, waiting. But the mystery deepens even more. In recent years, a strange discovery was made. A small, worn journal found during a private expedition. Inside were drawings, notes, and what seemed to be a rough map. The handwriting was old, the ink faded, but one thing was clear. It described the movement of gold during Mali's final years. It spoke of secret routes, hidden chambers, and a burial site known only by a symbol. Some believe this journal is real. Others think it is a clever forgery. But true or not, it reignited the search for Mali's lost treasure. Treasure hunters and historians began following the clues. They searched the hills near ancient trading towns. They examined abandoned mines, and a few even traveled deep into the desert, chasing stories told by old families. Their searches led to surprising discoveries: small gold pieces, broken artifacts, and markings carved into rock. Nothing large, but enough to raise more questions, enough to suggest that Mali's gold did move, and that someone tried to hide it. But where is the rest? Is it buried under ruins, locked in hidden chambers, or lost in a place no one has yet dared to look? The mystery of Mali's gold remains one of Africa's greatest mysteries, and each new discovery only deepens the puzzle. Timbuktu was the heart of Mali's knowledge and power. More than a city of trade, it was a city of learning, a place where scholars gathered, where ideas grew, and where knowledge was treasured like gold itself. But as Mali's power faded, Timbuktu also began to change. The question we ask today is simple. Was it only knowledge that disappeared, or did the gold vanish with it? For centuries, the manuscripts of Timbuktu have been admired. They were written by scholars, scientists, traders, and teachers. Some were hundreds of years old, some were priceless. But there is another belief, one kept quiet, whispered only in certain circles. Some say these manuscripts did more than hold knowledge. They held secrets. According to old stories, some manuscripts contained records of Mali's wealth, notes about trade, lists of treasures, maps of mines, and even descriptions of the empire's hidden storage places. Historians who studied the manuscripts found clues about how the empire managed its riches. But many manuscripts were lost during wars, burned in invasions, or taken by force during foreign attacks. Some were hidden by families who feared they would be destroyed. Some were buried. Some simply vanished. This loss has created a deep mystery. If the manuscripts once held details about the empire's gold, then losing them meant losing the truth, losing the answers, losing the key to one of the greatest secrets in African history. But there is more. Across Mali, there exists a legend, a tale passed down through generations. It speaks of hidden scrolls, special manuscripts that were never shown to outsiders. Scrolls that were kept away from invaders, from thieves, and even from some rulers. These scrolls, according to the legend, contain instructions, symbols, codes, and maps that lead to the gold that Mali protected in its final days. No one knows if these scrolls are real. Some elders claim they are. Others say the story was created to protect sacred knowledge. And some believe the scrolls were taken away long ago, carried out of the desert by someone who understood their power. But the possibility remains. If the manuscripts of Timbuktu once held traces of the gold's location, if the hidden scrolls truly exist, then they may hold the answers that the world has searched for. Answers that could explain how the gold disappeared and where it might still be today. The mystery of Timbuktu is not just about lost knowledge. It is about the silence that followed, the gaps in history, the missing pages that may hold the truth. Until those secrets are found or revealed, the story of Mali's gold remains unfinished, and the search for the lost treasure continues. The search for Mali's lost gold has become a modern-day treasure hunt. Historians argue over old records, researchers examine ancient maps, and treasure hunters travel across the desert
hoping to find what the empire left behind. The mystery has grown stronger with time. The gold was once in the hands of kings. Now it may lie buried beneath the earth, hidden in forgotten places. Many have tried to find it. Most have failed. But the search continues. Today, teams of archaeologists move through old ruins, looking for clues. They study broken stones, carved symbols, and ancient tools left behind by the empire. They dig through layers of sand and dust, hoping to uncover something that can explain the gold's disappearance. Treasure hunters follow their own paths. They listen to stories told by elders. They explore areas far from the main roads. Some search old mining regions. Some enter abandoned caves. Others look near places once linked to the royal family. Each person hopes to be the one who finds something important, something that connects the present to Mali's powerful past. And then, sometimes, something happens. A small discovery, a simple object, yet powerful enough to change everything. Not long ago, a team studying an old settlement found a strange piece of metal. It was small, worn, and covered in dust. But when cleaned, it showed the shape of a symbol used by Mali's old rulers, a symbol that once marked royal property. In another search, explorers uncovered a stone tablet with lines carved into it. The markings did not match local languages. Experts believe it may be a coded message, possibly pointing to a hidden location. And in one remote area, a tomb was uncovered. Inside was a single gold ornament, old, heavy, and unlike anything seen in modern Mali. Some say it may have belonged to a royal guard or a noble family. Others believe it was placed there as a marker, pointing towards something much bigger. These discoveries do not solve the mystery, but they add to it. They give hope that the gold did not disappear forever. They suggest that somewhere, the answers may still exist. Each new clue brings fresh excitement. Each small find builds anticipation. And with every discovery, the world takes one step closer to uncovering the truth behind Mali's lost gold. The search continues, and the mystery grows deeper still.
The Mali Empire may have disappeared, but its legacy still lives today. Its power, its knowledge, and its culture continue to shape West Africa and many people around the world. Even without its gold,
Mali's influence cannot be forgotten. The empire was once a center of learning, art, and trade. Timbuktu, the jewel of Mali, became known as a place where scholars from different lands came to study. It stood as a symbol of intelligence, curiosity, and respect for knowledge. That spirit remains today, in the stories, traditions, and teachings passed down through families. The music, the art, and the storytelling of Mali still carry the voice of the old empire. Many African cultures draw from it, and people across the continent look to Mali's past with pride. They remember a time when Africa stood strong, wealthy, and respected by the world. Even the idea of Mali's lost gold inspires people. For some, it represents more than treasure. It represents African greatness. It reminds people that Africa once held some of the richest and most powerful kingdoms in human history. Artists, writers, and musicians still speak of Mali's glory. Diaspora communities around the world celebrate the empire as a symbol of African achievement. And the story of Mansa Musa continues to inspire those who dream of leadership, strength, and purpose. But the legacy of Mali is not only about what we remember, it is also about what we lost. The libraries of Timbuktu were damaged or scattered. The mines that once powered the empire fell silent, and the secrets of the gold, where it went, why it vanished, remain hidden. Still, the spirit of Mali remains unbroken. Its history is alive in its people. Its lessons are carried in its culture, and its mystery continues to call to us. The empire may have fallen centuries ago, but its story still has the power to teach, inspire, and remind the world that greatness can rise again from the sands of time. While the gold of the Mali Empire may remain hidden, its story still captivates the world. The rise, the glory, the fall, and the mystery have become part of global history. But what if the greatest treasure of Mali was never the gold itself, but the mystery that surrounds it? For centuries, people have searched for answers. They have explored deserts, dug through ruins, and followed stories passed down through generations. They have found clues, but never the full truth. And maybe that is why the legend continues to live. The mystery keeps growing. It keeps inviting new explorers, new thinkers, and new dreamers. And even now, the story takes one more surprising turn. Recently, a small object was discovered near an old trading site. A piece of metal, shaped with skill, marked by a symbol long believed to belong to Mali's royal guards. It was found deeper in the sand than expected, too deep to be modern, too deep to be ignored. Some believe it is nothing. Others say it is a sign that the trail is not cold, a sign that the gold or the answer to its disappearance may still be out there. If this object truly marks a path, then the mystery has only just begun. So we end here with a question still unanswered. Is Mali's gold lost forever, or is it only waiting for the right person to find it? As the search continues, one truth remains. The secrets of the Mali Empire may still lie beneath the sands, unseen, untouched, waiting for those brave enough, curious enough, or determined enough to uncover them. And until that day comes, the mystery of the lost gold empire of Mali will continue to shine brighter than the gold itself.